Hey Pisces, I hope you guys are doing great. This is going to be your general love tarot reading for August 15th through the 31st. If you want to skip the card pull and go straight to your messages, feel free to click the timestamp in the description box below. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get started. So we're first going to pull some oracle cards just to see what the overall energy is surrounding you guys right now. And two came out. First, we have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. And we also have give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. All right, so we'll see what those mean. And we'll grab another oracle card for you. All right, and the one that came out is don't stop. Okay, we'll see how all of those fit into your overall reading, but let's pull some tarot and see what else is going on. So we'll start first with your energy, Pisces. What's going on with my Pisces collective? And we have transformation in reverse. Let's see about the person who's in your energetic space. We have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. For what's currently hidden. What's currently hidden here? We have the Emperor in reverse. For advice from Spirit. Advice from Spirit, we have the Page of Air in reverse, and we also have the Seven of Air upright. And for your potential outcome, we have the Eight of Fire in reverse. Okay, let's grab another tarot deck and see if we can clarify these cards a little bit more for you. Starting with my Pisces collective energy, we have the Seven of Swords and we also have Death. For your person's energy, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. What's currently hidden, we have the World in reverse. Advice from Spirit, we have the Ten of Wands in reverse. And for your potential outcome, all right, we have the Chariot and we have the Eight of Wands in reverse, or the Eight of Wands upright. Let's get some oracle cards and see if we can get some final messages for you. For your current energy, we have Groom. For your person's energy, we have Sleep on it. What's currently hidden, we have the Document. Advice from Spirit, we have Try Me. And for your potential outcome, we have the Other. Okay, so let's get into this for you, Pisces. Looking at the overall energy that's surrounding this reading, we have retreat, give your relationship a chance, and we also have don't stop. So what this feels like, I think that there is someone that you have been dealing with, someone that's sort of on your mind, that you've been thinking about. And it almost feels as though you have been putting in a lot of effort into this person, into this situation. And there has been, I think, something that up until a certain point has sort of compelled you to keep going, to keep trying, to keep putting in work. But what it feels like is that the energy that you have for this other person, for this situation, is it's sort of draining at this point. And it almost feels as though there's a need to remove yourself for a little while, to sort of take a step back and think about things, you know, where they are now, where you would like them to be, how you're showing up in this, how this other person is showing up in this. It feels as though you've had all of the motivation in the world, but the it doesn't feel as though that energy is sort of being reciprocated. And maybe now there's a need to just take a step back. So, looking at your current energy, we have transformation in reverse, we have the Seven of Swords, we have death, and we also have groom. Husband, partner, interested in a commitment or advancement, love of a lifetime, wedding or event. So it feels as though whatever this situation is with this person, you're feeling that there's something not quite right. There's something sort of sneaky and underhanded going on. And what it feels like is that despite your best efforts to figure this out, to sort of make things better, to put more energy, to put more care, concern, love into this, that nothing's changing, that the situation is not getting better. I just heard fought the good fight. And so it might be a situation where you've been fighting the good fight in this relationship and it's getting to the point where you're just kind of worn out because you're being met with sneakiness and not a lot of transparency, and no matter what you do, you can't seem to change that. Looking at your person's energy, we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse, and we also have sleep on it. Think before you speak, get rest, don't sabotage, call it a day, need a break, sleep deprived. So what it feels like is that this person is not really providing you with any sort of stability. It almost feels as though they're acting very indifferent towards all of it, towards you, that if you try and approach them to talk, if you try and approach them to make things better, they're like, I'm tired, I'm not talking about that right now, I'm not dealing with this. It's just, I don't, it's not laziness. It's just, it feels like a lot of disregard coming from this person. There's like zero effort, zero stability. Like it doesn't seem as though they're trying at all. What we have for what's currently hidden from you, we have the Emperor in reverse, we have the World in reverse, and we also have the Document. Text or email, agreement, letter, separation, divorce, contract, news, legal papers, or proceedings. So what this feels like, that a big challenge for you right now is that you're not dealing with someone who I think is looking for the same things that you are. And it seems as though you can't sort of get out of this cycle, or I'm not going to say you can't get out. You have not gotten out of this cycle just yet. It feels like this is coming to an end. It does, whether you are actively doing it or not. It feels as though this situation is sort of on its way out. So, looking at the advice from Spirit, we have the Page of Air, or the Page of Swords in reverse. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Ten of Wands in reverse, and we also have Try Me. Not in the mood, the answer is no, pissed off, on the chopping block, fed up, things need to change. So what this feels like in terms of advice from Spirit, with the Page of Swords, that's typically someone who sits back and watches. They're a little passive, I think, when it comes to taking action. And Spirit is saying that it's time for you to return this energy to this person. No more sort of trying to make things work. They're giving you the sneak tip. Maybe you should go ahead and give them the sneak tip too. Let them sit and wonder what's going on. That you're not the same is what it feels like. But now this is a time for you to start asserting yourself, to not try so hard with this person because it feels stressful. It feels like a burden. It feels like It's a whole lot of investment for not a lot of return. And so it feels as though Spirit is saying, you know what, you got to lay down that burden because you're not getting anything back, and all it's doing is exhausting you. And so if you're looking for things to change, which I think you are, right? We have the transformation card in reverse. We also have death and the world in reverse. These are all cards of change, of shift. And it's not happening with the way that you're approaching things now. So maybe this is Spirit's way of saying, all right, it's time to approach things a little bit differently. You've been there, you've been trying. Maybe it's time for you to back off. You don't need to tell them, you know? And perhaps that's the Seven of Swords, right? This sort of, I'm just going to ease off into the night. That's it, that's all. Don't need to send them a text, don't need to call them and let them know that you're planning on stepping away from them. Nope, you don't have to do that. Just go ahead and step. They'll be all right. What we have for your potential outcome, we have the Eight of Fire or the Eight of Wands in reverse. We have the Chariot in reverse. We have the Eight of Wands upright. And we also have the Other, an admirer from afar, a fork in the road, option, interested, another or other man or woman. So Pisces, I think that it's going to take you a little bit of time to move away from this person. But when you make that decision, and I think that you will, it's going to be swift. It is not going to be gentle for this person. I think that you are going to move away from them quite expeditiously. And I don't think that you're going to look back. But that's a decision that you're going to have to make for yourself. I will say, though, that I do see on this path of moving away from this person that another one might pop up. There might be somebody waiting in the wings for you that's, perhaps you know them already, maybe from work or from a friend circle, from school or extracurricular activities, what have you. But there's a very good chance that there is somebody waiting if you take this off ramp from this person in this relationship. It really, really feels like as soon as you start moving away, someone else is going to pop up in your field of vision. And then you can decide whether or not you want to give them a chance and see what they have to offer, because this person doesn't seem to be offering much. So I'm going to grab one last oracle card for you and see what final message we have. All right. And so the card that came out for you guys is humility. You have developed the loving awareness that you and someone else are the same, but on different paths. Oh, you and everyone else are the same, but on different paths. So, yeah, you can look at this person and say, you're human, I'm human, but you know what? We don't want the same things. And this path with you is not the one that I want to be on. It's not one that makes me comfortable. It's not giving back what I put in. So, guess we're on two different paths. And so I think once you sort of come to that conclusion, that it's like, no hard feelings. You go your way, I'll go my way. I don't feel like this person is going to, I don't want to say they're not going to be sad about it. I don't think that it's going to impact them the same way that this whole thing has impacted you. Because like I said, they seem just disengaged, So I don't think that you stepping away for this person is really going to change that. But it has the potential to change a lot for you. So two different paths, something wonderful waiting for you once you take a step away from this person. So Pisces, I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope that this was helpful and I hope that it resonated with you. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. In the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.